Morning, YouTube, and my fellow humans. The reason why I say my fellow humans is because I know some people are gonna get upset and say, "Oh, you missed this, you missed that." I'm not getting into that. Okay, it's my channel. If you want to name, if you want to name everything, start your own YouTube channel. You'll grow to see that I march to the beat of my own drum, and that's what's made me pretty comfortable in life, is not following what other people are doing at the moment. Okay, so we're just gonna get into a few things. I know you guys enjoyed the videos of the cars. 60 roll. That's her nickname, 60 roll. I went for a cruise. It was my cheat night to get something to eat. I don't cruise for long. I drove over to Jersey Mike's, went and picked up a nice sandwich, came back, had a bag of Doritos with it. Oh my God, that's a wonderful combination. I'm a I'm a fat boy at heart. I actually put the Doritos on the chip. I try to have one cheat day a week. Some people are gonna say, "Oh, that's too much," whatever. But I'm still reaching my goals. My health is great. I'm starting to get that cardiovascular starting to come in. I'm starting to get the abs. I eat healthy all week long because I prepare my meals. But every now and then I like to have a cheat night. Now, some may be wondering, what funds do I have my money in? Because I talk about finances a lot. Well, um, I'm gonna get down to it. I have a robo advisory fund through Wealthfront that's set up for my niece's college fund. Just like I said, I don't have any children, but you should be trying to put your dent in the universe and change someone's life, and I'm trying to change my niece's life. Um, she's my niece, my goddaughter. I look at her as my daughter. Um, I have two S&P 500 funds. One I have through Fidelity brokerage, stock ticker FXAIX. Every month, money gets allocated to that through autopilot, just comes out of my checking into that. Same thing with the Wealthfront. I have a backdoor Roth IRA through Charles Schwab. That money is in, I think, stock ticker SCHD. That's a dividend fund. And I believe in that Roth IRA is SCHD, VYM, and V&Q. Two funds from Vanguard. Two are dividend funds, and one is a real estate fund. Every year, I throw $6,000 in that because when I retire, I'm 40 years old now. I'm trying to get to maybe the age 55, 57, and start really scaling my work hours less than what they are now, because my pension kicks in at 59. But if I'm blessed enough to go out, but long before that, I'll do the bare minimum where I can keep my benefits and my pension. But that's the key. Keep contributing. Um, that fund will be for passive income that pays out dividends every 3 months, just some extra cash on top. And the last fund is through my job. I have an annuity. I have two funds that I do there. It's the Drayton S&P 500 fund and the Vanguard Technology Information Admiral Fund, stock ticker VITAX. It's heavy into tech. I do my allocations. 50% goes into that, and the Drayton S&P 500 fund, and 50% goes into the Vanguard Technology Fund. I know you're saying that's a lot of tech, but it's a lot of S&P because I have another S&P fund. So I put 50% into that fund and 50% into Fidelity. That's two different funds. The reason why I go heavy with the tech is a lot of your tech companies are in your S&P 500 anyway. They're just more tech heavy, like Apple and Tesla. So when you have a bad tech day, you have a bad fund day. But when you have a good tech fund and a good tech day, you see the difference. Where Apple has literally blown up in that fund, and I've seen my portfolio shoot up literally almost 70,000, 80,000 in a year. Now, it can drop that too, because it's an aggressive growth. But hey, I have time for it to recover. And when it drops, you could buy cheaper. When it goes up, you'll buy at a higher price. But oh well, you don't look at those funds. I don't even know how much are in them, to be honest with you. I don't need the money now, so why am I going to look at it? Would you look at the value of your house every day? I mean, I don't search the value of 60 roll. Excuse me. I don't search the value of 60 roll. I know how much I paid for it. I know how much it went up, but I don't care because I'm not selling it. So it really doesn't matter to me. The only thing that should matter to you is your emergency fund for 6 months to a year, $3,000 where you can get to, $2,000 that's on a debit card and a checking account, and $1,000 in cash. And literally, you can enjoy the rest of your money. You can buy toys. You can eat out. You can do different vacations because your money is still growing. It's still working. You got to create a budget. That's the first thing you got to do is create a budget. And if you want a slush fund to put $1,500 in and play around with the AMC stocks, your penny stocks, and your GameStop or Tesla crypto that's popping up every day, you have that fund. If you want to blow it, go do it. Knock yourself out. I don't recommend it. I don't buy individual stocks, and some of the individual stocks that I did buy in the very beginning, I never sold them. I held on to them. I just held on to them because, as Warren Buffett says, you never sell. I held on to them. I'll just let them sit there. I'm not selling them. I have a few, but no, I don't get individual. I don't do individual stocks because I'm smart enough to know. Benjamin Graham said this: your ability to understand your own lack of experience of the stock market is your greatest asset. And I don't understand it. I just know that those index funds are cheap and they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, but they're better for me because I don't like looking at my funds every day, every week, every month investing. Anyway, moving on. This is important now too. Your health. Your health's got to be important to you. You got to make sure you're doing the right things. You're working out. You're doing high intensity volume. You're getting active. You're doing something that's putting a dent in your universe. Short story. I tried talking to my mom. I tried talking to people in my family about exercising. I brought up my brother. Your body will break down and get weak if you do not do strenuous workouts. Meaning, if you don't do resistance training, weightlifting, bands, push-ups, your body over time will break down because it's not meant to sit in front of a TV or sit in front of a computer screen or at work. It's not meant to sit for long periods of time. You gotta work out. You gotta strengthen your body. You gotta strengthen your core. When you have a strong core, you won't have back problems. Okay? You won't have back problems because you're not hunched over holding all this weight. Okay? Now, I've always been a guy who didn't know too much about health and didn't know too much about eating healthy, but now I try to eat more clean. After the video, I'm going to go make my eggs, have a piece of sweet potato, piece of banana, spinach, and then I'll wait an hour and then I'll go to the gym. You want to try to get 6 meals in a day, 6 small meals totaling 300 calories per meal, because your body can't break down more than that. Your body can only break down so much protein per sitting, so much fats, so much carbs. Now, you can do the research yourself, but you're going to see that that is the 100% truth. Okay. Moving on. This is very important, and this needs to be addressed. Okay. I'm going to put the clipboard down for that. Men. Give your woman some space if she's going out with her friends. What's starting to happen is, and I noticed this when I was at Atco Raceway, couples are there watching the races, and the men can't keep their hands off their women. They're, are you okay? Are you all right? Do you need something? That's showing weakness. Now, I know people are going to get upset They're going to get upset with me on this. Men that's showing weakness. Asking every 5 minutes, is your girl okay? Asking every 2 minutes if she needs this. Okay? Enjoy the races. That's most likely why you're there, is because you wanted to see the races. Enjoy it. Okay? Enjoy the race. Now, there's men, when they hear that their woman is going on vacation with her friends, they're taking a girl's trip, or they're taking a girl's day to go by the pool, to go by the beach, to go do something. They go shop. I want to go. Don't be that guy. Be your own man with your own hobbies. Even if it's by yourself. Go watch the Fast and Furious movie if you're into cars. Go take a cruise. Go fishing. Go to the gym. Work on a YouTube show. Get your finances in order. Okay? When you're smothering her, trust me. Now, this is going to hurt you men. There is a man who used to be with your woman before you who was a heathen. He never did anything for her. He never did anything with her. But trust me, he got her in the sack. That's going to hurt a lot of men. Okay? That's going to hurt. He did the bare minimum, but he was a savage. He didn't care about anybody. He didn't care about anything. He just was doing his own thing, and she was attracted to that. Women like men with hobbies and that have their own things they do. They don't like a man that has too much free time. He has nothing to do. He's broke. They don't like broke men. They don't like men with no hobbies. They don't like men who are not trying to be better. They don't like men who are not ambitious, who are going after their own things. They don't want a man who's going to be underneath them their whole time. If you're a guy who's overweight, severely overweight, chances are your woman's overweight too. That's the truth. If you're severely overweight, your woman is overweight too. And if she is with you and you're overweight, she's only with you because her self-esteem isn't high enough to move on, because she thinks that you're the best that she can do. Right? If your woman joins the gym, my friend, you better join the gym too. Trust me. Because she's going to go to the gym and see eye candy every day. And then she's going to come home to you eating a bag of chips in front of the TV, playing video games. Eventually, she's going to move on from you. Trust me, you're going to lose your woman eventually. So all you men out here, step up. Step your game up. Find a way to do the things you guys love doing. Find a way to make more money if you have to. Find a way to get your finances severely secure and get your body right and your mind. It all goes together. What did I say yesterday? It all goes together. Now, here's a little background on me. I'm 40 years old. Don't get into a relationship that is toxic or that you're going to outgrow or she's going to outgrow. I was married before. Got married to a girl that I went to high school with. I didn't know that I should be out there like, Eddie Murphy soiling my royal oats. I didn't have my dad telling me this. Son, don't get married so young. Okay? Son, there's so many different, things out here you have to do first, experiences. Get your life on track. Get yourself built where you want to be before you start being with a woman and trying to build this together. You need to build yourself first. Now, I got divorced. I was only married for 2 years because I had an epiphany while I was married. Okay? That's a whole nother story. I'll get into that. I had an epiphany, like, this is it. Thank God I didn't have any children. Thank God I didn't have any children. But I had an epiphany. This is it. This is what life comes to be. I got the house already. I got the cars. I got the debt. I got oh my God. And now she wants a family. It's like, this is the rat in the wheel. I had no savings because we're constantly buying. I've always been a saver by nature, an investor. A saver, but not an investor, but a saver. I married a spender. You can't marry a spender if you're frugal. It's just not going to happen. You got to get on the same page for that relationship to work. Okay? You have to get somewhere in the middle where if you're going to spend, you better be investing a lot. Now, I got out of that marriage. Spent some years by myself. I found myself. I was still finding myself, I got into partying more. That wasn't good. Spending